Welcome to the Forex section, and here we're looking at the US dollar here. And from this particular low here, from this low through here, it does appear that we got 5 waves up. And I know they're not the best looking 5 waves, but still it's not too bad in terms of 1 and 2. Nice strong sort of third wave in the middle here for the third wave. This was always a little bit complicated through here, and not more than a little actually, but you know, and that's why we can label it a wave 4. And in terms of an A wave, a B wave, and a C wave here, and then 5 waves up for wave C. Up for wave 5 here. Now this 5 wave structure up through here is probably finished. This wave 5 is probably in here, but until I see a bit of a breakdown on that, it's just a little bit tricky to count. But the main point is that if we got 5 waves up, if we have 5 waves up here, then we need to look for an A and a B and a C wave coming in. Obviously there's going to be strong support through here, but you know, we need to look for more corrective activity through here. So with that, just looking in here, this is why this is the little sort of tricky bit in here in terms of counting the 5th wave up through to here. So we could still get, unless we get a breakdown here, we can still get one more wave up here before that actually starts through here. It's just that we've got these two little starting points in here that make it a little bit tricky to work out what's in here. But look, in terms of trading, the midpoint here, the 80.50 here, obviously looks like it's going to be tested here because we've got a nice strong move down through here and 3 waves back up here. So the pressure is to the downside here. So this is why a top can be in play here. For the euro on the flip side here, I would also have to look at this as being 5 waves down here as well. And we know that we've got a little 5 wave structure in here. That's why the dollar can be in play there now as a top. And from this low in here, we would need to look back at a corrective move back up through here off these lows as an A and a B and a C wave moving back up through to here. Not all the way back up to here, but let's just see how we go with the initial bounce off the 137, or close to the 137, I should say as well. Does appear that we've got, look, that 5 wave structure can start from this low here. So even though this is not very clear through here, that low can be in place here at 136.72. So just bear that in mind. We're looking for an ABC rally through here. Obviously if this makes a new low here, then you can start counting another 5 waves down, but don't short while you're above the 137 there. The Australian dollar is pretty much on track as well. We've been looking here for, well, look, in the bigger picture here, we're looking for a classic trading levels pattern across the 93. And the classic trading levels pattern is the, and this is also the top of group 1 as well. So it's significant, and it's really important, because if we do get support up here after we get our pattern across here, then we can start looking much higher at the 95. So we've basically got our arrival to the level, then we've got our corrective pattern back, and also too, I've mentioned too that staying above the 92 was really sort of important in dealing with the 93 in the first instance. And what we're looking for now, the classic trading levels pattern, it's the arrival, the reaction, finding the support, then looking for the first high above the level. In this case, we'd be counting 5 waves up through here. So we can have up for 1 here and back for 2 here. And then we'll be looking for 5 waves in here to make the 3rd wave here. Nice strong 3rd in the center here, and a 4th and a 5th. So we are looking for the first high above the level, but be careful not to get sort of sucked into this, because we'll see a larger correction across the 93 here in terms of just a larger sort of A, B, and C that can, you know, it can really test the 92 at that stage there. So, but on the intraday, it's still up through here for the time being, but expecting a larger correction across here in terms of the classic trading levels pattern. If I can just find one here. It's a little bit like this really. This is sort of the arrival here. Then we get the reaction. Then we get the first high above the level. Then we get a more severe correction at that point, and then we move up from that point. So this is what we're looking for here. In fact, we're looking for a bigger correction in this space over here. So plenty of time, but the momentum is still up, and the trend is up. So if you're trading long term, then just stay there. We've also been looking at the Swissy as well. So the last time we spoke, we were looking at this here as being an A and a B and a C here, and then we were looking for a move up as well. And this is interesting too, because the Australian Swiss here, because we're at 83 here, which is the same, which is the top of Group 1 as well, which is a bit like the 93 on the Australian dollar. And this is probably a good example here as well, just to draw out the picture. It's the arrival, the reaction, the first high above the level, and then the A, the B, and the C. It's normally a bigger correction than the previous correction here at the 82 here. So if you've been trading long here, you kind of, you're supposed to really exit at the next largest number here, and then just wait, because the normal thing is if you make money in a trend, you'll give it back in the correction, and you really need to get over that habit. And this, I see it time and time again with traders. Once you've made your money, use your time for research, not to start poking around at around the numbers why it's correcting. The Euro Australian is pretty much doing what we expected it to do, and will move further into new lows here into the 146, 146.50, 146 here. So still counting 5 waves down through here. Let me just sort of pick this up a little bit here. So we had the 1 and the 2. We've got this. It's not quite sure about that little guy there, but 1, 2. So this is still unfolding into a third wave down here. So we're going to be looking down into the 146, if not even lower through here, because this here would be the 1, the 2, and this is 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 here, just for the third wave. Then there's the fourth, and then there's the fifth. So there's still more to go on this one down through here. The Euro Yen, you can see that it failed to find support above the 143, and the 3 is always the Group 1, the top of Group 1. And if a market moves down past the number 2 here, the pivot within Group 1 becomes the resistance, then it's normally pulled down into the 140 here. So the normal case here would be a bounce off. You can see that we got support in through here, so there'll be a bounce off the 141, and then eventually a larger bounce off the 140 there. So, but it can move much lower because we've got 3 waves up through here. So in looking at this through here, we can see that this is obviously a wave 1 and 2 to here, and we'll be looking down through to here, and this would be down for 1, back for 2, down for 3, 4, and 5. So this is where we'll get our bounce off the 141 here. I've just had a bit of an app crash on the platform there. I've only had one more stock to look at, and the pound yen, and that's pretty much the same as the last one we just looked at. So move down to 170, the 171 you get a bounce off, and moving down through there further. So same pattern as that last stock we looked at. All right, thank you.